everybody. Hello. Welcome everybody to another wonderful day. My name is Goldfinch, your steampunk inventor from the sky city of Leviton. Here to fly into your day. Hello everybody. Welcome to the weekend, folks. This is very exciting. This I don't know about you guys, but this week has been feeling real long for me. I don't know. Again, could just be me, but how are y'all doing? We're gonna get some music started for everybody here. There we go. Yeah, so welcome everyone. We're doing a little work in chat stream again today. If you weren't here for the other ones, no worries on having to tune into those. Basically, pretty much the same thing. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be having this little working chat session, which essentially just means we're gonna get some work done. Feel free to pop this on in the background as we get some work done. We have the NCS playlist going right now in the background. Very nice chill vibe. So yeah, feel free to just stop on by, say hi. If any of you do in fact say hello, we can chat. This is not just a pure work stream thing. Though I'm gonna get some work done hopefully today. Yesterday was, or I should say the past couple of days have been quite a lot when it comes to content. I want to get some editing done today. That's my goal. I don't know if I will get a full edit done today. We'll see. I do have some other stuff to do before the editing. You may see from the title of the stream, yeah, we have some editing stuff. We're gonna do some Worlds Beyond editing, hopefully. I tried to set up Premiere and capture, the editing stuff from that, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just a Adobe thing or something like that, but they don't allow you to like show what videos being played. They can show you like the things on the timeline and the files you import, but you can't see the actual videos playing on screen, which is kind of unfortunate. So again, I might do that in a normal video edit, something like that. So for now, just because it probably won't be too interesting to see. I don't know. Again, I don't know if audio is gonna play through that or not. We can probably test it here live, see if it works that way. Because I haven't really tested it live before. Just kind of in theory, You might as well test it out right now. I have my VOD up here. Okay, let me try to get I gotta make sure I don't dox myself by showing my desktop name here. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Okay, so we're gonna try to switch on over to the full screen. Hopefully, or maybe actually, we can do a little content in chat. That'd be nice. Let me just see here. Okay, let's see what happens when we get over there on the other side. Okay, so no music right now, but let's see. Yeah, so it's not showing. Let me just open this up in my view here. Doesn't look like it's showing the videos on there. Kind of unfortunate. What happens if I hit like play? Does it do anything? Okay, it'll play the audio, but it won't show the video. You can see it's blacked out right now. Okay. I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's a Adobe thing or something. I think for the sake of the stream, to make it more interesting, we're just gonna get back to it, just chatting real quick. Alrighty. Yeah, we're probably just gonna stick on this screen then, and then I'll edit it in the background. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see that live. I don't know. Maybe let's say, once I've done the story, perhaps going in and then uploading it, showing you guys here on live before I upload it. Maybe that could be interesting. Again, depends how much time we have. But you also notice that we have a timer going on at the side there. So basically, this timer doesn't really take track of too much. Really, all it does is just like shows how long we've been going for. Nice little thing to have, I guess. nice little thing to have if you want to see how much time has passed. So we're gonna go ahead and boot that up in 2 seconds. The timer running. I'm just gonna do a test real quick to make sure it works. Nice. Cool. Yeah, we can boot that up in just a few seconds. Then I'll probably won't be doing editing for like the first half of the stream. I need to do some other things. But yeah, feel free to get some of your own work done. Come hang out, say hi, grab a snack, come chill. Yeah. With that being said, inventors, let's it's funny that the next track is called Time, because we need that right now. We need to start the time already. Very fitting track for all this. Also, let me know if once I get to the editing, I am gonna mute the audio on my end just so it doesn't conflict, because you know I do have to hear the edit back. So let me know if the volume ever gets too high. I'll just put it around like halfway, maybe a bit more than the half. There we go. Alrighty, let's start the timer and let's get some work started. Of course, again, you don't have to know, you don't have to like necessarily have watched previous streams to know, you know, where we're going with this. It's just if you want to come chill, chat, and say hi, get some work done. Yeah, alrighty, let's go. Hey, and this track going hard. I was thinking as well, chat, maybe if I have the time for it, maybe doing some edits for the Nikkei stream that we're doing, that we did, and are maybe gonna be, you know, are gonna be doing tomorrow as well. Maybe editing those down into, I feel like those would do better as shorts clips than actual long form content. Just because, you know, it's Nikkei, I feel like you need to take that in short little bits, you know. But also I feel like could be that kind of story is, again, could be better conveyed, I guess, through short little content. So I could probably do a long form content and then link the shorts back to the longer content. Could be something we do. So yeah. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the music right now. Let me know again if it's too high or not, but otherwise we'll keep it here. We're getting some new tracks today, which is nice. Seems like we haven't got through everything yet, so good sign. In terms of our the music that we listen to. Because I swear we keep looping like the same stuff. I don't know. Could just be me, but I feel like we kind of keep looping the same stuff. Nice to hear some difference. Maybe they added new stuff, I don't know. This is why I really like the NCS stuff. Very like unique music. Doesn't seem like generic, like kind of generic-y kind of music. Nice, it got its own little flair to it. Nice little bops as well. A lot of different vibes for whatever kind of content or yeah, whatever kind of content you want to watch or like anything you want to listen to. Pretty much got it all, so
Play the music the moment is calling for.
And of course we get ads. You'll have to look out for that too. To get into the edit. Gosh, I wish I Oh man, I wish I could afford the premium, but honestly, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. Playing from that, but it is what it is. I definitely like using the web version of Spotify more than I do the mobile version, because mobile you can't even like skip to the songs you want. You only get like a limited amount of skips, which is like why would they do that? That gives you so less freedom in terms of what you can do. I don't know why they would do that, but apparently they do. But yeah, at least on the desktop version, you can kind of adjust a little bit. Which songs, if you want to skip just certain song, you can. I don't know if you can do that in mobile Spotify. Yo, what is this? Duck step? Nice. Feels like a go now. Is this in a video game? This feels like a video game soundtrack. Very 8-bit. Ooh, this goes hard. Ooh. Oh, nice.
I think we could be something so good. So good. So good. So good. I think we could be something so good. Something so good. Something so good.
You know what I also might consider doing, chat? Sorry if I jump scared you guys. um, I might also consider making the stream schedule for next week as well right now. Could be something we could whip up. I know next week I'm thinking of maybe getting back on Nier. That could be fun, Nier Automata. Of course, doing more Shadowverse as well when you get through the rest of Kaori's story. So yeah, be fun to do that. I might actually turn all those into videos. Whenever I have the time between my downtime and whatnot, I might turn that into some videos. Otherwise, I don't know what else could we work on today. I guess doing the edits. I have some messages to send, and then yeah, I mean, pretty much it. Messages and then stream schedule. I'm probably not gonna stream as frequently next week, just as a heads up, inventors. I wanted to like stream every day this week because better for consistency's sake when you come back, to stream more often. It's not that like next week we're gonna have like 2 streams. It's just a bit more uncertain in the next week coming up. But until then, I'll say that yeah. Until then, I think we will probably take like 1 or 2 days off next week. Depends what days. Probably the Friday, and then yeah, honestly, maybe just the Friday. We'll take it off. We'll see. I'll have to message some people because I feel like yeah, next week I have some meetings I gotta attend to, but we haven't finalized what day the meetings are gonna be at. So I will have to check in with you guys to see what time we'll stream, but we'll check in with them so we can work around it for the stream schedule. But ooh, it's this song. Hey, I didn't know they. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they had this song. The catalog. I heard this like everywhere. Interesting. But yeah, we'll have to see inventors for next week how the stream stuff goes. probably heading into the next month or two, I'm probably gonna slow down the streaming a little bit. Probably not as often. You're gonna probably see more. I'm hoping to do more video content and shorts, like editing stuff. So we hope to transition that. I want to at least get the Worlds Beyond stories out there in video format. While you know the third set is still hot since we're still in the first week of the set. You know, I still want to get that going as early as possible. But yeah, I'm honestly I'm surprised that I haven't really seen. I might check it right now, but I haven't really seen too much content creators do like Worlds Beyond story content or VTubers really. Could probably there's a bad here, so at least on YouTube. If I just search up like story gameplay, seeing like set reveals, I'm seeing story for like the prologue. That's what I'm seeing so far from some VTubers. Prologue story. And then I'm not really seeing any other story besides that. I've seen like some videos where it's like, oh, here's the story without the commentary, which is fine, but like, you know, you might as well just play the game at that point. Like without commentary, it's kind of boring. I guess if you want to like look through quickly and see where the story is, but yeah, I'm not seeing too much in terms of first 20 minutes. Yeah, not a lot of people going into the story too much. And some creators do it, but not a lot.
Restricted access.
Yeah, I mean, even if I'm just seeing here again. People like are going through it or doing no commentary, so might consider. I might consider doing the video edits. Okay. All right. I'm gonna shut up for a few minutes here, and get some messaging done, scheduling stuff.
Yeah. Love. Yeah. You must walk on water cause I'm drowning and you made it. Met you on the corner, first in love, it was payday. Candy colored nails, match the candy coated bands. I needed your contact, my eyes bugging out my head. Cause you hot as shit, not just she African. Not no bottom, top notch out here. Love me like I love myself, love it when she smile at me. White teeth with a heart of gold, and I'ma put a diamond in it. Ring, 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 love calling me. Ring like the camera is free, when she calling me. Ring, 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 love calling me. Ain't gon' be a man to pick you up, you stay down for me. Eyes closed, arms out, flying. Red Bull, babe, you give me wings, pilot. Can I lay your voice, sound like love calling it. Love called again, and I ain't miss a call yet. And I ain't miss a call yet. Love called again, and I ain't miss a call yet. And I ain't miss a call yet. Love called again, and I ain't miss a call yet. All around free in a nerd circumference. When she round me, she come first, and she quick. She say she feel my emotions when I just give thanks, can't believe we in the same bed. God do it best, shout out to my angel, she a mess. Clean up when she stressed, never stressing me. Lucky please, I'm the luckiest, feel it in my chest. Treasure you, I swear you a diamond. Ring, 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 love calling me. Ring like the camera is free when she calling me. Ring, 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 love calling me. Love call again, and I ain't miss a call yet. And I ain't miss a call yet.
Dang, these are some good songs we've been getting. I wonder actually how long is their playlist? Let me just check. Ooh, wow, a lot of hours. Does it not show how many hours? Ooh. Oh no, it's about, wow, the whole playlist is about 9 hours. Dang, that's crazy. Well, we certainly have more than enough songs to power this stream, adventures. Alrighty. Hope you guys are doing good, having a lovely weekend. Tail end to your weekend. Hopefully getting some of that last minute work done. Don't worry, at the end of the stream we will also do some VTuber shoutouts as we usually do. Again, if you don't know what it is, I'll explain at the end of the stream, but I guess I can quickly go over it right now. Basically, it sounds like. We shout out a creator, big or small, on the channel here live, and then on my social media as well. That's basically just Twitter and YouTube. Put them out there, big or small, corporate or not. Yeah, if you are a VTuber or know anyone that like to be shouted out, feel free to submit their name to the form I have linked here on Twitch. It's in my about section. You can go ahead and find that in the banners. Just click the little the image, the banner, and it should take you there. For YouTube folks, it's in the description of this stream right now, so take a look at that, but also just linked everywhere, so you can't miss it. If you guys do submit to that forum, I will take priority, obviously, in shouting you out first. But yeah, we've so far only got very limited handful of submissions, so I'm hoping more submissions come in the future. It's, it's my way of giving back to the community, because I can't really do too much when it comes to giving back. I can't really do art stuff. I guess the only thing I've said multiple times before on stream is I can do like game design stuff, but that takes I'm talking physical game design, by the way, not like digital game design. Ooh, that would take ages. But yeah, physical game design also takes a long time. So if I mean, I'm already kind of thinking of including some people in some livers, into livers/talent into some of my games as little Easter eggs. Might not be the most obvious thing, but definitely is like a hint to something. Yeah, right now I'm working on a original TRPG, new, whole new system. I don't know what to call the system yet. Some people have asked me like, hey, what's this? What do you call the system? Because we have like Powered by the Apocalypse. We have like the classic D&D like 5e system. What is mine? What's mine called? Which I actually don't know yet. I need to come up with a interesting name for it. But also I feel like the adventure title is also kind of a mouthful to say, like WBC Split, sorry, WBC Realms. I don't know, maybe I'll change the title up in the future, but just honestly, I just have the WBC like part of it only because it links back to our group, right? So I don't know, maybe I'll call it something else in the future, but for now that's just the tester name. I have tested out some adventures in person, and it seems to be received well. The only thing is that I feel like still needs a lot of improvement, like gameplay wise and just mechanics wise. I feel like, because I'm not used to playing or running a game system that's more narrative based. I'm trying to take inspiration from like Powered by the Apocalypse and like Avatar Legends. That's the Avatar Last Airbender TTRPG. So, and TTRPG stands for Tabletop Role Playing Game. So yeah, it's basically, my idea for that was, it's a tabletop role playing game set in the lore world of our group. So you'll be able to interact with my world, the realms, I guess you could call it, the 6 realms. Yeah, you can interact with the 6 realms and its people, as well as like be a part of like big historical events. I feel like I wanted to write an adventure where it goes back to like the origins of how the realms were established, and then you get to kind of get some insight into into what those early times were like, because it does combine some like fantasy elements, in a sense that like there are people that have inherit like quote unquote powers in a sense, like they can control elemental powers, kind of, I mean, kind of like Avatar, not really, because it's more like physical I can't speak, physical manifestations of those powers. Like for me, you have two sides on that, where your character can either be more balanced towards spirit or body. Spirit is obviously goes towards more of the elemental side. So if you're more in tune with the spiritual side, then you have more like raw access to those, you know, those raw energies. Whereas, you know, someone like me who's more on the physical realm, I take more like physical manifestation. So I can't like, if I can't, lore-wise at least, I can't like shoot out a ball of lightning from my hands if I wanted to. Even though that's technically kind of the element that we control. It's kind of like we control more like atmospheric things, you know. But our main source is usually lightning. Our sky cities are powered by lightning strikes, so yeah, that's what these sky cities are. You'll see that there's a bunch of lights here, and a bunch of, I mean, you can't really see it too much because, you know, we're a huge floating island in the air. Of course, that comes into, actually, now I'm thinking about it, that actually puts into question, what's the atmosphere like up here? Like, because it's probably quite thin since we're so high up. I'm assuming that we have some sort of like artificial like atmosphere kind of stuff to kind of simulate what it's like on the surface. Not exactly, but in a way kind of provide fresher air, I guess, or breathable air. Interesting. Anyhow, or maybe just the people have adapted this. It's true, you can say that people have adapted to the higher altitudes. I can imagine it's kind of like going from space, like living in space for a few years and then coming back down to Earth, you know? You're kind of thrown off by the pressures. Anyway, that's just a little tangent there. But yeah, let's continue working. I still got some... I'm still on the one message I'm trying to send here. That's crazy. Just to show how distracted my brain is. Alright, let's get this going. Alrighty, hello, hello. Welcome, Baron. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, we were was focusing on doing some stuff. Hello, welcome to chat. Yeah, I had my my mic muted there for a sec, focusing on getting some stream stuff ready for next week. How have you been? Hello, hello. Sorry you couldn't hear me before. I was kind of focusing on some work there, but how are you? Doing fine. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Hopefully, your weekend hasn't been too bad. I've been doing all right. It's been a long week of streaming. That's for sure. We've been doing a lot these past couple of days, with not for broadcast to like Shadowverse Worlds Beyond and then Nikkei happening. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. Hopefully, this weekend will be a bit more chill. I'm thinking next week we kind of slow down a bit on the streaming stuff, because I do want to like focus more on some content stuff. So yeah, just planning out the stream schedule for next week. I was actually wondering if let me know other people watching as well in chat. You guys want to see any specific games, perhaps? Let me know. It'll be better after I get some stuff taken care of. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, I try to be diligent. I try. We're just I want to be able to get in, you know, a good amount of streams coming back, because I guess besides this week, we haven't been streaming for like, I think it was a month, so it's been a while. My schedule is starting to clear up a little bit more, not as much, but whatever time I can take, you know. And I don't know why I haven't done this before, but finally updating all my stream stuff. You can see here we got the chat properly here. We got like alerts set up. We have like donations pages set up as well. So yeah, if you didn't know that, I do have a donation set up. It's linked everywhere, so you can't miss it. But if you are willing to donate some money to help the stream, and help improve like the quality of the stream stuff, that'd be very much appreciated. Of course, no obligation, but not telling you, hey, give me your money. No. Imagine just like, hey, you. No, but yeah, no. Again, no obligation to for that stuff. But every little bit helps, so if you can. As well, we have the VTuber shoutouts thing going on as well. So again, if you are a VTuber or know anyone that you'd like to shout out at the end of my if you're shouted out, I should say, at the end of my streams live here as well as on my social media, feel free to let me know on that form. We will prioritize your submissions first, and then yeah. I'm also hoping to do some like podcast stuff in the future. I know my gen mates haven't really been doing too much. They're quite busy with their own stuff. Ooh, this is nice. I need to make sense of my notes here. I wrote these notes for stream stuff last week, or actually I think a few weeks ago. I am not making sense of it right now. You know when like you look back on your own notes, like study notes or whatever, and you're like, what the heck did I write? Yeah, no worries. No worries, no pressure to donate anything. Only if you can. Of course, I appreciate any amount that anyone donates. There is a minimum, I will say, of $1, so there's that. But otherwise, I do appreciate any donations that do come my way, on or off stream, I should say, as well. Are they planning to return in the future? Gonna to know. Might be nice. What I can say on that, I have hinted it before in the past. But all I'll say now is just take a look at our Twitter banner for our official group channel. I'll say this much. I don't want to spoil you too much on how that all works, but hopefully we can do some stuff in the future. Yeah, all I say is our tagline for, let me just go to it actually right now. Tagline for our gen is, what happens when 1 becomes 3? Why WBC? So if you know us from before we rebranded into this VTuber channel, then it'll make a lot more sense, that line. But I guess I can give you guys a little scoop right now. We used to be WBC actually used to stand for something else other than our names. We used to have, or I think it was, no, it wasn't this one. It was a different channel, but it was our other channel. If you go to our WBC split main channel, you'll see that we have a channel called WBC Star Studios, and we used to upload, we'll just say plushie content with certain birds that are from a very popular game, which hence the WBC part of it. The W is kind of a bit more vague. It used to stand for, what was it, Whitebird, Bomber, Chuck. If you recognize those names from, again, a certain bird game where they may or may not be angry. we used to do little plush videos on that channel way back when, and then we rebranded into this. So I'll say that much for now. We might go into more detail later, but regarding VTubers, are they? Oh, JP. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I love JP VTubers as well. They're great. I haven't been following some. Unfortunately, with how the time zones work out, a lot of the times, like even some of the just to relate it to like some of the bigger JP streamers I've seen, like from HoloLive, right? I've seen a lot of the even the English talents, because some of them live in Japan, they do stream in Japan time, so it's just like sometimes I'm not able to catch the streams live, which is kind of annoying, but that's why we have Clippers. You know, Clippers really, I swear, like the Clipper community is really holding us together. Appreciate all the Clippers out there, because I wouldn't be able to catch up with everything from all the streams if it weren't for the clips. Yeah, that game. Yeah, the heckin' Angry Birds. Gosh, there was this one game franchise. What was it called? It's Angry Birds title, but oh, what was it called? Oh, that's what it was. It was heckin' Angry Birds Epic. I don't know if you played that. It was like the I don't know if you guys Chatt has played that, but it's the Angry Birds Epic. Is the RPG Angry Birds RPG, I think. Really fun. They discontinue it, unfortunately, but I think you can still kind of pirate, not really pirate it, but you can kind of get it on other emulators and whatnot. I'm pretty sure there's still a way to like access the game, but oh my gosh, I love that game so much. It was so fun. I wish they bring back more of the stuff like that. Yeah, I like Hololive a lot. My main, the main talent that got me into YouTubing initially was Mori Calliope from Hololive. So yeah, I do love them a lot. They're a big inspiration for me. That and some very, I know I shouldn't be mentioning their name because they're not really in great standings right now. But Niji Sanji, I know the company's kind of shaky right now. I mean, when has it not been, at least on the English side. But there are like, oh, I'm just realizing now, they're basically just like two talents I still support in Niji. You guys know the drama with that. I won't go too much into it because it's a lot to talk about in a just chatting stream, but ooh, yeah, Angry Birds Space was neat. I love that. It was such a neat take on the whole Angry Birds franchise. So fun. Yeah, but our channel used to be a little plush account for that. And then it started off, you know, back in the days when YouTube was just taken over by gaming content. We hopped on that train as well. Did some gaming content. It was very scuffed. It was just like on the phone, sort of like recording everything. Not even like having a proper setup to do like stream capture or anything like that. Literally just phone looking at looking at the heckin' TV, and then recording it off that and then posting it. We didn't even like bother editing it as well, which I don't know why we didn't. We had the ability to. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't do that, but back then we were working with someone else. Yeah, we were working with someone else back then who's not part of our channel anymore. That's why we had to rebrand and kind of think of a new direction to take the channel. Well, part of the reason, I should say, not the only reason. Because we did keep going with gaming content, and then on WBC Split, it was originally a gaming channel. It was like, oh, for those of you that like the gaming half of our main channel, which we didn't do after a certain point, you know, come over to that channel. We could do some gaming stuff. But then that kind of sort of died off a little bit because I didn't really like doing gaming content too much, especially in the way that we did before. And it felt a bit unfulfilling. So I'm like, what other avenues could we go down there? Got me into videos. Oh, Sora, nice, yeah. One of those. Live. Oh, Sora, Miko, very good choices, very good choices. Based. Yeah, okay. Ame? I feel like Ame is one of those like hidden gems, you know? It's like you don't... Maybe it's because when she... technically she's not like left the company, she's affiliated. So she does come back every once in a while. But still, like, I feel like Ame is one of those like I don't want to say sleeper talents, but like those talents where it's like you don't realize how much effort they put in until you actually step back and be like, oh, dang. Like, just thinking about like whatever, like how much work they put into every aspect. I think it's like Ame was the first one to get them those. Oh, I think it was like the chibi kind of 3D models before they actually got like official models made for them, which was insane. Got a lot of, she's definitely got a lot of those tech skills. But yeah, Kiara's really good as well. One of my Oshis in Hololive. Really look up to her. I love her energy. It's so neat. And I don't know if you've seen the I don't know if you guys have seen the recent news at the All For One concert. The little Takamori thing that happened. The clips have been going everywhere, but my goodness, they did it. We got a better version. The fact that those two were like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I won't spoil too much if you haven't seen it, but just search up like All For One Hololive concert and then Takamori. You'll find it eventually. It is so hilarious. We got the better one, better version. Yeah, but honestly, I love Hololive. They're doing so good right now. Miko, because that's crazy. Miko, because she said that. Yeah, that one famous clip of Miko. Yeah. There's been so many, like, I feel like from those talents, there's been so many clips just gone viral. Like we got the the Miko and weird thing. We got the Kiara. Well, literally just take any clip honestly from Kiara's stream. You could honestly just clip any stream. It would work as a big clip, regardless of like the content or not. And then Ame, yeah, Ame's like the juxtaposition from her being like so heckin' like she's like when she's speaking she's one way, and then when she's gaming she's like another whole nother world. It's insane. Yeah, Takamori. I remember that during their debut. I was there like in the first I think I want to say I was there when Mori was like first debuting, for maybe the first like 3-4 months into her debut. That's when I discovered her. It was through Trash Taste and their first episode with Mori, where I discovered it. To be honest though, I did see the thumbnail for that video like so many times on my feed, but I never really clicked into it until I'm like kind of gave into it because I'm like saw it everywhere. I was like, okay, fine, I'll click into it. So I clicked into it, and then I was like, oh, what is this? Because I have seen before that. Technically, I have seen like Kizuna, right? And honestly, I'm really excited that she's back and she's doing. She seems to be doing pretty good. More on the video, like music side right now, but the little live streams she's done before in the past have been great as well. I love her new model too. It fits her like her new comeback era, you know, kind of look. It definitely is a nice fresh start. Oh no, really? Demoted from 8th to 15th? Ooh. I started all. She's the reason why I heard of VTubers. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people's initial introduction would have been Kizuna, but I don't know if people necessarily got on board with the whole VTubing thing back then. I know I certainly didn't. Like I initially thought she was a legitimate like AI because of her name, but I don't know. Maybe it's because of the language barrier back then. I didn't really get too into it. Granted, I was into like AniTubers, so like back then, so. I mean, technically I am still now, but But yeah, I guess like I guess I didn't really look into it too much back then. I don't know why, but also there was the like in the initial stages when it came to the West here, like I feel like a lot of people's hesitation with like becoming VTubers yourselves and also just like getting more into the community, I guess. At least for me, it felt a bit more niche than going from, you know, like the anime community is more broad, right? And then going into like VTubers even more niche. But also just like if you wanted to get into VTubing back then, like ooh, the budget was so high. There's like no tools or anything. But now you know, you see, we got ourselves like this is a free model I'm using right now. Thanks to Reality, it's a VTubing app, which is insane. They have that now. Mobile apps that you can just download for free and get models off of. So this is kind of what it is. You're technically supposed to stream within the app, but I'm just using like they have a dressing room feature, so I'm just using the green screen on this and mirroring it over. But yeah, so there are workarounds. You know, if you don't necessarily want to, you know, break the bank spending it on a model and whatnot. Yeah, I thought she was like kind of like Hatsune Miku as well, like that sort of territory. I think back then too, like, well, she was the one that coined the term, right? VTuber. So there wasn't even a word for it back then. So I think that's a lot of the reason to the confusion for a lot of people, because it's like, well, what do we call you? You know, like, what is this? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Reality is honestly an amazing app. If you're looking into getting into VTubing, I highly suggest that. Of course, not sponsored, but it is what we use, so we're gonna try to push it a little bit. Yeah, it's the Reality. Unfortunately, I would have loved if they had a PC client, but they only have a mobile version, which kind of sucks. So I can't use it the same way as you would use it, like, for example, like VTube Studio or whatnot. You can't really use it on desktop, which kind of sucks. So the only way it's very scuffed, my setup. I literally just mirroring the screen from I had to find a really, not scuffed, but like I need to find it a screen mirroring app and then smear it to my desktop, which kind of sucks. And then there's also, I mean, I used to pay like a subscription plan to get like those HD, like 4K crisp kind of textures, but I think this does pretty well. I mean, sure, it's a bit grainy at times, but if it works. Oh, thank you so much. I was kind of going for that vibe. You know, I am a steampunk adventurer, so we got that Victorian style going on. Kind of fitting that theme a little bit. Honestly, also, I just love that sort of fashion as well. It's so, I don't know, there's something about it. It's just so like old school, but not like old, you know, it's like cool old. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks very aesthetically pleasing, you know? And I feel like we also just need more like steampunky VTubers out there. I have only seen like one, honestly. Like I've only found like one legit like steampunk, like they brand themselves to be a steampunk VTuber. So honestly, I might reach out and maybe we could collab in the future, but I don't know them too well, so I don't know how that's gonna go down. But honestly, that could be kind of funny. It's just two steampunk VTubers. Hey, that could be interesting. I think we did shout them out in the past before, so. Yeah, like I was doing some research when I was making the model and everything. I was just like, because in reality, this is not like your base model, of course. There's some customizations you can make to the hair. You can see like my gradients here. You can make customizations, like exact the hair color, and then you can change like the eyes and the. Wait, hold on. Do my eyebrows move? Nope. But yeah, you can like change up the colors of everything. I don't know too much on the clothes as well, but oh, what's also neat in the Reality app, I should honestly stream on there more, because on that app more, because then you get like in-app rewards, and you can like, essentially there's a gacha system. You can gacha for clothing and whatnot using currency, stream currency, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but then you get like new clothes and whatnot, which is neat. I've honestly stuck with this because it kind of fits my look, my theme a little bit. I obviously have other looks that sometimes I used to use them in thumbnails, but now I kind of like don't really use them too much. It's kind of hard to like cut out when I'm using for thumbnails. A lot of like sharp edges and whatnot. Kind of takes a lot of time to kind of cut around. Silver-haired, raven-themed. Oh yeah, hey, that could be really cool. I'm wondering, Baron, have you seen? I don't know why this is making me sometimes think of this all of a sudden, but like, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? Why am I like? It's immediately, my mind's immediately going there. Maybe it's just because it's everywhere on my feed, but the second you said like raven-themed assassin ninja type, like I immediately thought of the bird in K-pop Demon Hunters. Something like that could be kind of cool. I don't know. Just to throw it out there. Alrighty, let's get back to setting this schedule here. I need a... Again, it's like looking back at your previous study notes, so just like, what the heck did I write? Gosh, I wrote this like 2 weeks ago. Trying to discern what my notes say here. Yeah. Gonna change that real quick. By Fontaine, do you mean, is that a Genshin reference? Yeah, Raven would be kind of cool. Also, Narissa exists, so that could be a fun little theme to play on. Yeah, I do love the silver hair aesthetic as well. Really cool, especially if you pair it up with something that's like really like flashy, kind of like in the sense that like it's very like out there in terms of the design. It's very like, oh, it is a Genshin reference. Okay, caught that. Hey, let's go. I haven't oh, gosh, I had to get back on Honkai. I haven't played that in a while. I don't know, I'm kind of like deciding, 'cause right now I have like the two, I feel like you can only hold like two gacha games at once. Like I'm juggling Shadowverse right now and Nikkei. Recently started that, but yeah, it could be something we look into. Get back on that Honkai train. Although I'm like really far behind. I literally just started the game, so from last I remember. But it does seem pretty fun. Oh great. Gosh. Yeah, Narissa is a character. We'll say that much. Gosh, so Narissa is like, I don't know what to say about it. I like all good things, but like, oh my gosh, definitely very entertaining. I say that much. If you've seen, oh gosh, should I even bring this up? The heckin' the one, I don't even know if it's still on her channel, but that one stream with Laplace. Dude, that one stream with Laplas was actually insane. I want to actually see if it's still on there. I saw the clips going around my Twitter and my YouTube feed, and I was like, what the heck is this? See if it's still on her channel. Oh my goodness, it still is. That's crazy. It was that one stream with one ASMR stream with Narissa and Fumoko. Ugh. It's like the equally as cursed as it is like hilarious. So many good clips came out of that though. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, it doesn't help with the fact that it doesn't really help like with the fact that anyone looking into that space, like the VTuber space for the first time and sees the clips, they're like, "You like this?" Doesn't really help us here in the community. We're like, I swear it's not like that, but nah, it's all good vibes here. I hope anyone that does see that knows that it's not serious and it's like for the for the lulz. But I don't know. Sometimes people don't really get that too much. Oh, you like Shadowverse 1? Hey, let's go. Yeah, blood. Oh my gosh, wait. What was it called? Like in no, was it blood for that or was it shadow? I think it would have been no, it would have been blood. Have you played like Wrath Blood perhaps back in the in Shadowverse 1, Baron? Because that was definitely something I used to play back in the day. Really fun. I think I actually made a deck for that. I don't know if I remember doing that. It was on an alternate account because I didn't have my VTuber account, obviously, back then, but... Oh, you saw that stream animated? My friend wishes he was Laplas. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Dude, Laplas was like taking down horrendous on that. That was insane. Definitely made for like really funny clips. All I can say, they're great at their job. They're great at their job of being entertainers. Very entertaining indeed. Oh, Shiori. Yeah, I can see that vibe, especially since you brought up the whole like Raven thing. Yeah, Shiori's pretty fun as well. I haven't tuned into much of her streams, but I want to tune in more Advent stuff. Those girls are really great. I think they definitely brought that generation's definitely brought a bunch of life, I think, back into EN that we used to have in, like, I'm not saying that we don't have it now, but just adding more energy back into EN side of things. Definitely definitely a bit more cursed, but hey, we take that. With heckin' Biju. Oh, Seki Biju. With the heckin', I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna heckin' die from cringe saying it. But the whole Narizzler thing. Ooh, Wrathblood. Yeah, Wrathblood. Let's go. Wow, that's great. 5 different blood deck. That's crazy. Dang. I wonder then, were you a free-to-play player or were you a more paying player back in the day? I love EN, but seeing the same thing again, it's stale at times. Yeah, I feel that. I've definitely seen like the same like round of clips every time I go on, which kind of is turning me off a little bit. It's like the same like stream clips about what's been going on, and like the same some like drama-esque stuff, or, like news in the industry, but like perhaps some like the algorithm pushing out like past music and whatnot and old clips. Yeah, I always tune into the streams whenever I can because it's always nice to see them live, you know. I'm not really too much of a VOD viewer unless like I know I wanted to see a certain stream and wasn't able to see it. I know at one point, it might sound weird, but I know at one point I like, I think at one point for one of Kiara's streams, it was one of the, what was it? It was like a rhythm game collab with, I want to say Hatsune Miku stuff related. It was a little rhythm game, and I think one of her tracks were on it. If not, it was just a sponsored stream. But because it was just sponsored, it had just like a little segment, a little time frame on when she could stream it. So she streamed it, and then it would be up for like a few hours after that, and then it would be taken down. So I did schedule that into my schedule. It was actually really nice. I actually woke up like pretty early, made some brekkie, put on the stream. I was just eating. Very, very chill. Free to play. Hey, let's go. Yo, neat. Let's go. How long have you been playing Shadowverse 1? Curious. Yeah, but we love free to play players here. We're trying to go the free to play route. I'm so tempted to spend some money on at least the battle pass to get things going, you know. But I'm like, gotta keep it free to play. I've already spent way too much on the physical card game, which I don't know if you guys know, but they have a physical card game of Shadowverse now called the Shadowverse Evolve. I've been investing way too much money into that, so I think I'm good on the digital side. Again, it's kind of hard to keep up because then everyone has like the meta decks already, with just by paying for a bunch of card packs and whatnot. So that's the only thing I would have to like grind a lot on it, but otherwise it's not too bad, you know, not too bad. Like for the Evolve side, I'm just looking here. I have 3 of the 6 starter sets, and then I have Glory Finder as well, which is the first Glory Finder pack, which is the introduction to their multiplayer format, casual multiplayer format. And then what else I got? I got some boosters as well. Got like 2. Nope. I got again 3 boosters. One of the first set or second set? I think one of the second set. One of the Gods of the Arcana set, and then was Advent of Genesis, I want to say, and then the last one would have been Advent of Genesis, and then would have been I want to say the Bahamut set, the Bahamut booster, I want to say. Got those. I haven't opened up the Bahamut one because I'm thinking of keeping that because it's one of the earlier sets. Moment that I summoned my Stance Sakura fan was when I saw her. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that clip. Oh, that was so like, I saw that clip as well. That was so heartwarming. I was like, Kara, let's go. Go. Yeah, that definitely cemented me as a fan as well. I think just also over time as well, because I saw that clip like way after she debuted. Because if I remember correctly, that clip was from near her debut, I want to say. or like in that era when she still had her quote unquote like debut voice. So I didn't see that until like way later, but yeah, I do remember that clip. That was very nice. Very sweet of Kiara. She's definitely the kind of person that kind of has their heart on their sleeve, you know. And I think honestly I applaud her for that. I'm honestly trying to do that a bit more myself. I don't have to be as closed off, I guess, in that sense. At the same time, there's risks that come with having your heart out on your sleeve like that. But for the most part, you know, over the years, I've come to learn that like that's, again, for the most part, better than not. But yeah, I think it was a combination of, for me at least, it was a combination of that clip and then just over time seeing like her character growth and whatnot. Renai, hello, welcome. We're doing some work in chat right now. We're just getting some work done as we chat here. I'm drafting up the stream schedule for next week. Just chatting about some Hololive stuff. How are you doing? How's your almost weekend? How's your almost weekend going? Hopefully not too busy. Got some nice music going on in the background too. If you don't know, my name is Wilson Goldfinch, your steampunk adventurer from the sky city of Leviton. Here to fly in your day. Hello. I know, right? Kiara's like, oh man, I feel like Kiara just feel like, you know, it's like the must protect kind of type. Oh, it's nice to know that your day's going good. We had a busy week of streaming. Been streaming every day since well, since the start of the week. So it's been quite a lot. It's kind of reminded me actually of my of my debut stream schedule a little bit. Gosh, I don't even want to mention how taxing that was. That was crazy. You know, just to like push all the content out there, we had to like stream how often? Like once. Sometimes it was once every day, or sometimes it's like, sometimes it was like 5, maybe like 7 times a week, so once a day. But sometimes it was like, it would be streaming like maybe 8-9 times a week. So yeah, I'm relatively new. We've been going for just over 1 year now. So yeah, thank you so much for all the kind words. But yeah, we've been going just over a year now. My 1 year just passed a few months ago. Yeah, so it's honestly been great. We've been doing pretty swell. If you don't know, I'm part of a VTuber group with my friends called WBC Split, where one becomes, wait, what was their tagline again? What happens when one becomes 3? Why WBC? Then that is us. That is us. If you're wondering where, I probably should establish this now just so there's no confusion, but if you're wondering where the other talents are, because if you do click in the channels, it seems kind of dead. I'll just refer you back to that one line again. When one becomes 3, or what was it? I'm forgetting our own tagline. That's crazy. What happens when one becomes 3? Why WBC? Yeah. So are you streaming because it's your hobby, or are you doing it to earn money? I'm honestly doing it as a hobby right now. This is honestly, okay, this is my plan. I don't know if I want to disclose this on stream, but I guess I won't spoil too much. Potentially dox myself for the future, but my plan right now is to just do this hobby-wise. Single-handedly carrying the whole show. I don't know about that. I'm hoping the other members will put out more stuff, but again, I'll talk a bit more about that after this. But essentially, yeah, it's just right now I'm thinking of just doing this as a hobby, and then in the future, you know, this is supposed to be a tester to be like, hey, do I actually like VTubing? Do I actually want to go into it? Well, thank goodness for all the free tools that are out nowadays. that we can start to do this stuff, because my goodness, otherwise I don't know what I do. Yeah, otherwise I don't know what we do. If it weren't for all the amazing tools that are out now for VTubing. Like, I'm using an app right now called Reality. It's, if you're on, I guess on Twitch side, you won't be able to see it, but if you guys are on the YouTube side, if you go in the description below, you'll see that the app that we use is called Reality. I think it's just called Reality, actually. It's a mobile VTubing app, whatnot, that you can use for streaming. So I kind of, it's very scuffed setup. I just like mirror the screen onto my desktop, because there's no, unfortunately, there's no web client. So, but yeah. And then in the future, I'm thinking of I don't know about re-debuting, but coming back as someone else, because this is, again, it's supposed to be a tester. WBC Split is supposed to be a tester. It'd be like, hey, do we actually like VTubing? Is this something we want to do? Potentially in the future. So who knows? Maybe you'll see me come back as in the future as someone else. Ooh, might recognize my voice somewhere in the next. Honestly, like, I don't know when that's gonna happen, because I'm thinking of just whenever I have the funds, because I want to, like, whenever I do that, I want to actually legit go into it. So, like, I don't necessarily know for money. I mean, it's always great, you know, the money part of it's always great, but I'm not like going in purely just for the cash, you know. Obviously, this community is amazing, you know, and I want to be part of it more. Because money is a channel, earning starts to go naturally. Yeah, for sure. When you actually are passionate, I know, big surprise, when you're actually passionate about the stuff you're doing, it actually becomes better. What? Yeah, I know it. Big shocker, you know, who knew that if you actually are passionate about what you do, it actually reflects in your content. That's crazy. But no, honestly, streaming has like grown on me a lot these past couple of I guess a year and almost a half now, I want to say, maybe. I think it's coming up to a year and a half. I don't know, could be wrong, but yeah, it definitely has grown on me in terms of growing me as a person as well. Honestly, like, I've done like some collabs with members, I've like made friends in the community, so it's honestly really nice. Oh, really? Yeah, a lot of artists, like, oh my gosh, all the heckin' GFX artists be like, that's crazy. Yeah, the heckin' GFX artists be like, hey, I'm a GFX artist. Do you wanna, or like they DM you being like, hey, can I do you a favor? Like, can you do me a favor or something like that? It's so funny. Am I gonna keep up my steampunk aesthetic? Probably not. As you know, I probably won't entirely ditch this persona. Like, I probably keep at least doing video content with this guy, and maybe some streams as well. But who knows? Depends how involved I get into the newer stuff. But I also want to, like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff, at least with this character, I guess you could call it. Whoa, immersion break. I know, right? This character. Ooh, who's this character? Yeah, honestly, like, here I'm artist myself, roasting artists. Nah, I mean, honestly, a lot of those artists are like bots anyway, so should be fine. I definitely, in the earlier days, I got so many like bot accounts just spamming me. I honestly, if I could like just sit down and like clear all the bot accounts following my stuff, but honestly, at this point, there's like a new bot following me every day, so it's just like, ugh. But yeah, back to the steampunk thing. I might not keep this aesthetic. I already have something in mind, actually. Over these, I think it was like, I want to say a good few years ago, I did a little tester. Back when I initially got into the community, I did a little tester with my friends for a lore video. We did a little like radio drama and stuff. They helped me like voice acted in it and whatnot, and we tested out a little story, see how it worked. Of course, they didn't really know what VTubers were. So I just had to give it to them as if it was just like a script for any like other dramatic play or whatnot. But they were fine with it, you know. They were all like your typical like drama. I don't want to say typical. Like it sounds like I'm categorizing stereotype in there, but you know they were fine with it because you know they had that drama acting kind of experience, so they're fine with helping me voice in that a little bit. Learning Japanese for the. Oh my gosh! Why did I just activate Siri on my phone? What the heck? I didn't even say your name. Okay, wow, that's crazy. That reminds me of the whole like Cortana thing with. Was it with Crony? The whole the whole like in Cortana. Nah. No, Karana, I don't think you're a bot. Fine. But we'll zip our mouths on that. We don't talk about the bots here. I can relate. I started learning Japanese for the past year because I want to do more than just read subtitles. Yeah, that's true. And I'm hoping as well with the new stuff. I'm thinking because it doesn't really like it doesn't really fall in line with this guy. I don't feel like I technically have learned some Japanese, but I don't want to like. I occasionally like. I don't know if you can tell necessarily because I don't really have much opportunities to say anything really. And my Japanese honestly has gotten really rusty. But sometimes when we're playing like Worlds Beyond, because it's a Japanese game originally, so you'll see sometimes the pronunciation. It's I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes comes out. But yeah, I honestly need to brush up on my learning as well. I've been going to like classes and whatnot for that. Like I really want to like get up to proficiency where I can like perhaps go into like a VTuber agency. I don't know if this is a future thing. I don't know if I will, but like apply it to like an agency and with that language knowledge, you know, could be really nice. But then again, even if I was applying for stuff and even if I did get accepted, obviously I wouldn't tell you guys because that would be breaking contracts. So I'll just leave that on the table for now. Oh no, you're a bot? Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, the bots that send you links to. Yeah, I unfortunately I haven't got any of that just yet, but I can see how that could be a pain. I want to see how it feels to be a bot. That's funny. I mean, for the most part, I feel like people will just kind of ignore you. That's kind of what I do with the bots. It's funny because like they'll like reply back to you in like a couple days, being like, "Hey, hello, hi, right?" Get your attention, but only to like loop you back into like, "Hey, I have something on sale right now. Do you want designs for X thing?" And like, nah, I'm good. I got all my stuff. I'm good. Ooh, we got some Japanese in chat. Unfortunately, I can't read the kanji, but I am still learning to read the kanji and whatnot. It's definitely a lot because there's so many different ways to pronounce one single character. It's insane. Japanese is definitely one of those languages where you kind of just gotta put your all into it, you know? Can't really, you get however much you put in, you know? Yeah, but I think for this guy here, I don't think I'll necessarily like play into too much in the Japanese side of things because I don't know. I personally don't think my Japanese sounds nice with the way I'm speaking right now. I have tried before in like past recordings to be like, hey, I wonder what, or like in test streams to be like, hey, what would it sound like, right? But yeah, it's not great. It's very. I'll just say it's very raspy and like very like. I wouldn't say it's as if you got like a British person to speak Japanese with like a British accent, like that level of like you know. It's not it's not great. So who knows? Maybe if I come back as whoever in the future. Honestly, I'm considering teasing it on our main channel. And actually, while I have you guys here, I might as well like just say outright what the whole channel stuff is about with WBC split, because I have been seeing a lot of questions be like, oh, where are your gen mates? Where are your gen mates? What are they doing? Spoiler alert, they might very much just be one person, question mark. What happens when one becomes three? WBC. Oh. So yeah, honestly, like, here's what I'll say about that. I might as well say it because it makes at least I don't know. I'm kind of nervous saying it, but WBC is, well, as the name suggests, it's a split off of some personalities. I don't want to say personalities, but it's split off of, you know, who I am, the streamer behind this guy, of who I am. So basically, the whole gen is me, but you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. The whole gen is unfortunately me. Sorry if you guys were looking forward to seeing us collab, but there's still stuff that we can do. It's just honestly like it's a tester, to be honest. As I said, to see if VTubing is a thing that I enjoy. It's also the different channels as well are to test out like, hey, would I like more chill content? Like with Bishop, we do with Bishop, he does like a bunch of chiller content. You'll see him with like speaking with a softer voice and like I would say more of a natural tone or more relaxed tone, I would say, in terms of how I speak. And then with Crow, my buddy, again, because this kind of ties back with what we used to do on our old channel, which was the plush count stuff. WBC used to stand for Whitebird Bombird Chuck, as in like the Angry Birds. We used to do plush content with them, so back then it was me doing all the plush stuff for those three, so that would be a fitting theme as we headed into our VTuber rebranding. Triple Crown actor, I don't know about that, but appreciate it. Like, yeah, that's true. True British people don't just say British accent; they just say, or English. They refer to their area. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, sorry to disappoint anybody in chat who thought we were actual separate people, but it's honestly, again, just a tester to see if I want to step into certain areas of VTubing, which ones work for me. And as you can see, I guess you can tell from how often I've been streaming, how much content has been released on this channel. I like doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, I think it's also because I defined each one of us as different parts of my identity, I guess. Like Bishop is who I used to be, very shy, very like timid, not really too outgoing. And then we got Bro, which is I guess who I am now. He's doing more video content and whatnot. I wanted to test that out as well. He's got a podcast out if you want to listen to that. The what's it called? I was gonna say Edge of Sleep. That's Markiplier's podcast. Heckin', I don't know my own genmate's podcast. They still refer to him as my genmate, but still. What is this? What is it? What are you called? What are you called? Ah, okay, yeah, it's called Etched in Stone. Is the podcast there? He talks about a bunch of like VTuber related things, life related things. It's kind of one of those sort of podcasts where it's just whatever topics come to mind, kind kind of writes a script about and talks about. You've started VTubing. Have you thought about getting your own custom model? I have considered it. Again, I'm thinking, because again, this is a tester to see if I want to do VTubing, full time. This is just a hobby for now. I was thinking like, yeah, I might get a full-blown model, in the future whenever I guess I don't want to say re-debut, but transition to the next phase. Again, I have like a lot of this stuff ready. I do a lot of design stuff here. I do like game design, so I don't know if I want to port that over, but you can see the logo up there, the Wilson Goldfinch logo. I designed that, so, or I guess technically Bishop, but again, you didn't hear it here. But yeah, I did design that logo myself. Stream elements, you can see there's some credits. We got like the photo credit for the background and whatnot. Of course, we gotta support our artists, credit them where we need to. But yeah. Three phases that people have: a public face for the world, second phase for the close friends, third for their self. That's funny. Yeah. So, and then Wilson here, I guess, is just who I want to aspire to be. Kind of like the, I don't want to say like the Kiara type, because that doesn't really fit my personality, but who I strive to be in the future. Someone outgoing, someone willing to interact with the community, have a good time. And honestly, like, given the past 3 years of being in the community, not only like online, but also like in person and like conventions and stuff, honestly been so nice. Like, I know this is obvious, but like I haven't really got to see firsthand how supportive the community is, until recent. What's a Kiara? Chicon. Yeah, thank you so much for the compliments for the logo. Took me a while. I wanted to figure out how to do like a gold kind of metallic-y effect. So that took a while. The only downside is that every time I type anything, it takes forever to render out because there's so much of like layers on top of it. Do I plan to make a game in the future? We actually have. We've made well, it's in the testing phases right now, but we've made a original tabletop role-playing game based off of our lore worlds. So if you want to interact with our lore worlds and whatnot, I actually did a post on that on Twitter a couple days ago. But I'm looking for people to come out and test the game. Of course, I'm still developing it, so there's a lot of changes that still need to be made. But it's again, it's a tabletop role-playing game where you are set in one of our lore worlds. So in our world, there are 6 realms. It's kind of, if I read it off right now, it kind of sounds like Avatar a little bit. But then again, like, it is inspired off of that, our world and whatnot. Because originally our lore was that we all had like powers and whatnot. Because if you look at our PV trailer for our group, it does play into that a little bit more. But now we're kind of discussed like, hey, maybe change that up a little bit. But we still have it here in the tabletop role-playing game. So need a chibi model. Always describes as having 3 faces and 6 arms. That's crazy. Maybe I am. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It's been pretty good. I don't want to say that alluding to like I'm gonna end the stream right now, but like because that kind of sounded like I did. But no, thank you guys for taking the time out of your days to even just put this in the background, as you're doing some other stuff. Nah, we're not ending the stream yet. We still got a while to go. I've barely been working, honestly. We've just been chatting here. But hey, that's the fun of this, you get to chat, you get to work. It's very loose on the work part of it, especially when people are here chatting. Very, very loose. Before in the past, I didn't think I would be able to do like just chatting streams like this, because technically this is what it is. It's just we're doing other stuff, so whenever we're not chatting, we can just, you know, whenever we're not chatting, we can do the stuff. Did I show you that cheating model? You can send me the link on Twitter if you'd like through a DM, but I'm not accepting any links in chat, unfortunately, because again, wouldn't want any fraud situations happening by accident. Even though sometimes, you know, for the most part it's trustworthy, but yeah, feel free to send me that via DM. I'll definitely take a look at it. I'll consider it. Okay. Gosh, I'm just like recalling all the stuff that's happened from debut until now. Yeah, but you can find my Twitter in my about page on the, I see you're on Twitch here. So you can find it in my about page. It'll be linked everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's in my banner, so you'll have to go through that, but did I link it? Did I link it to my thing? Oh, I did. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's in my about page, but you can also find it on the banners and whatnot. Gosh, NCS is really putting out a lot of great music here. Also, I just realized we're 75% the way to our follower goal on Twitch. We're looking to get, I don't know when by, but our goal has been set to 20 followers. So if you guys could take a moment to follow me on Twitch, and also if you feel like you have already, go check just in case. Sometimes the way with things work, it kind of messes up a little bit. Same with y'all YouTube folks. YouTube can be a bit scuffy sometimes when it comes to channel subscriptions, so feel free to check if you feel like you have subscribed but you haven't, you're not entirely sure. Just double check. Oh, thank you for the follow. Isn't the channel going until you... Ah, okay, I see. Let me just check that real quick. Really? Have I said it like that on the... I guess that sort of makes sense, though. Isn't there an option where you can, like, just message me if you just go to my profile, though? Remove certain comments? Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I definitely feel that. Also, I guess while we're on the topic of YouTube, thank you guys so much for the support on the previous streams on YouTube. It's been doing really well. The New Year stream has actually been doing very well, surprisingly. And I hope the next one coming up does equally as well. We got like, wow, looking on now, we've gotten like over 100 views on that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the support on that. Seems like you guys very much like Nier, so good to hear. I'm honestly really liking it. So, or sorry, not Nier, heckin' Nikkei. Why do I keep confusing them two? I think it's just because they start with the same letter. But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for the support on the Nikkei stream that we did, what, 4 days ago? Yeah, that we did 4 days ago. If you guys haven't seen that and want to see me play through the Nikkei Goddess of Victory for the first time, feel free to check out that stream on our channel. Which folks, it might not be up now, but you can, if you're checking on this VOD later. Otherwise, all my VODs and everything are all on my YouTube page, so feel free to check that out as well. From debut all the way to now. And all video content, of course, and any upcoming shorts content I'm going to be making, or anything like that will appear on the YouTube. So it is my main page. I'm multi-streaming to Twitch right now, so trying to get more reach, you know. I might consider also doing like shorts live streams as well, but it takes a bit more to set that up. Oh, the message option wasn't showing. That's all right. Yeah, of course. I would love to see some work. Yeah, Musume, we played that for the first time. It's another Side Games title. That was pretty fun. I'm liking Gold Ship myself right now. I haven't really played too much of it since then, but Gold Ship definitely is coming to mind as one of the more memorable characters. I mean, when you win, she again kicks the screen, so. Yeah, that's definitely a game I have to get used to playing. It's definitely a very different system from you know, TCG stuff. I don't know what kind of system you call that, but yeah, other than gaming stuff here on the channel, we do reaction content, we do watch along content as well. We'll occasionally do like watch alongs of movies or like watch alongs of what else do we do? Watch alongs of movies, watch alongs of like I don't know if we ever did TV. I know we did do TV series. We did Arcane, which we need to finish up. Yeah, season 2's out. We haven't done a watch along of that yet. So I do need to figure out how the mixing works on that, because it sounds like some audio is coming through. I don't know how, but it might be through my mic. Some audio seems to be coming through back into the stream, which is not great for copyright reasons, but otherwise, yeah, I might think of going back to some more of that. Ooh, okay. I would have to see an image of those girls to know who they are, but they seem pretty good. Again, I don't know too much about Uma Musume because we just did the one stream on it, but hoping to do a bit more. It's getting pretty popular. Yeah, a lot of people are getting into Uma Musume. I can see why. It's pretty good. A good game. Definitely the race bits, because like I believe what I've been told before is that the lines they take are kind of random every time, so it's not guaranteed that even if your stats are good, you will win the race like initially. It all kind of depends, I guess, on the lines that you take or that the horse girls take. So definitely adds for a lot of exciting times, because you can have like a really sick build, but then like you get blocked by someone, you're like, oh no. So very good in simulating that. Although I feel like Side Games is kind of using their other game outlets to kind of like pour into Uma Musume, because I'm like, we see like Worlds Beyond come out, and we're like, oh my gosh, why is everything so expensive? I'm like, is it because they're perhaps pouring a lot of the money back into Uma Musume? I don't know. They're like, we need the money for the horse girls. I'm like, what about the Shadowverse players? Come on now. Honestly, that's the only thing I have to complain about Worlds Beyond is the heckin' monetization. It is not fun for free-to-play players at all. Like, just last stream is it last stream? I think so. Just last stream just last stream we tried to create a roach deck, a forced roach deck. Spent a ton of vials to just craft legendary cards and whatnot. Ended up leaving us with like 1k vials, and then not even like one pack worth of rupees. What how many hours do I usually stream? I usually stream like anywhere between like 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes I go a bit over depending on what we're doing. Because I know one time we did like story content for Worlds Beyond, So that stream did go almost to 5 hours. So sometimes it varies, but usually around like 3 max, honestly. But also just because I don't know with the I gotta get this checked out, but I think my mic can only handle like that long, honestly. I don't know how it works. I got a very like again, we got the scuffed setup, but hey, it whatever works works. But yeah, we got a bit of, we got a bit of a scuffed setup, so my mic can only handle so long before it cuts out, and I had to switch to a cruddy like USB mic. Anyway, yeah, what anime am I into? Honestly, ooh, I mean, I would say definitely the big 3. Although I haven't seen One Piece, but I have watched some of Bleach, a bit of Naruto as well. Again, not too much. Maybe like the first seasons of each of those. But definitely recently, Demon Slayer. I've been posting about that on my Twitter as well. I'm so hyped for the new movie that's coming out on the 12th. Ooh, so excited for that. That's gonna be sick. They're gonna. I don't want to spoil anything actually. I won't reveal what it's about, but in case you guys haven't caught up yet with everything, but let's just say things are going down. Because yeah, I know. Yeah. Uma Musume does have an anime, doesn't it? Oh, I actually might check out the anime then on my own time. See if I can find it anywhere. Doesn't Shadowverse have an anime as well? They have like that one anime. I don't know if they continue with that or not, but it's not even set in like the Shadowverse world. It's like, yeah, it's not even set in the world. I believe it's like a different thing. I don't even know if they're playing Shadowverse in the thing like they do with like Metal Fusion Beyblade back in the day. Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. The World Beyond has been lagging for you. Maybe try like turning down all the graphic settings. I know that the graphics are pretty heavy, so maybe turn that down and then maybe minimizing the voice lines as well. That could probably help you on space. We don't talk about the Shadowverse anime. Okay, I honestly haven't seen that, so I don't know how bad that is. Yeah, but again, I'm so sorry that that Shadowverse Worlds Beyond's been lagging for you. That game is pretty graphically demanding, so I can see why it can be pretty laggy. In the beginning, I was also getting some graphic issues as well. Like there were some points where some of the stuff was like pixelating and like just rendering really weirdly. I think it's fixed now, but yeah, it's definitely a lot to handle. Even like on my laptop, it sometimes lags and freezes up. Yeah, Demon Slayer is honestly really sick. I had to come back to it after a while though, so did kind of binge it a little bit to catch up for the movie, but honestly it's been really nice. I'm hyped for that. Speaking of things we don't talk about, I don't know if you guys want to talk about the heckin' slideshows that are Blue Lock. I was honestly really excited for the first season. Like the first season was amazing and really hype. I binged the whole thing in one sitting, but oh my goodness, the I've heard slideshows are essentially what season 2 is like, just PowerPoint slides. So I don't know if I want to watch season 2. I've seen some clips too. It just it looks terrible. But again, we don't talk about that. I tries too hard to be Yu-Gi-Oh, but I see. Gosh, I did watch some of I think it was the first and second season maybe of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it might have been the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh. It was pretty fun. What I can't get over is heckin' what's our main character's name again? Yugi, I think. The fact that his like the way his voice changes when he's like in the his kid form, and then obviously gets when he's like in battle. It's so funny. I don't know. He just goes from like this very squeaky young voice to this like very like deep, like oh I got you now kind of voice. It's so funny. Every time he makes the switch in from like just casual everyday to battle, and then he grows like a few feet as well. It's so, I don't know why it's so funny. Just the fact that every time that happens is and nobody bats an eye about it. They're like, oh yeah, this is normal. They're not questioning why their friend, every time they play a card game, grow like a few feet, and then their voice turns into like an adult voice. I'm just like, what the heck? Hey, these guys not trash, right? Those are pretty good titles too, though. ReZero, Konosuba, Overlord. Yeah, those are pretty good. They're good titles. I haven't seen some of them, but I've heard about ReZero. Heard a lot about Konosuba through like Trash Taste and whatnot. And know about Overlord kind of just from the name. Heard it around everywhere, and every time I go to like a bookstore and whatnot, like yeah, like a bookstore or something, if they have a manga section, they'll definitely be there. So I have seen some stuff from that. I want to do this. Sorry, Chad, I'm just figuring out my stream schedule here, figuring out what we want to do next week. Again, do let me know if you guys want to see any specific games we played next week, and potentially include them in the list. But for now, of course, if I have them. But for now, we're looking at getting back into Nier Automata, which would be pretty fun. We took a look at that last, I think, at our. Oh, when did we last take a look at that? I think it was during our game design showcase stream. Yeah, I think it was. Interesting. Okay. Also, if you don't know what the game design showcase is, it's a little series that I do here on the channel, where we look over some game design concepts, and then put them into practice by playing a game. All right, no worries. Feel free to. No worries. We'll probably be here for another like hour or two, working on the stream, working away. So if you guys do have to go at any point, don't feel like you're obligated to stay. You can always put on the VOD back up. That's what's really nice about these like working chat streams. You don't necessarily need to have been there live. You can just kind of put it on. Sometimes I even just put on these kind of streams when I'm working as well. I got this idea from. Again, I don't feel like I shouldn't name them, but Nizi Sanji from their company. Some of the talents did do these kind of streams. Mainly, I've seen it mainly from like Nina Kosaka back in the day. She's not part of the company anymore, but back in the day, she used to do some of these work and chat streams. So, taking some inspiration off of that. Yeah, it's also just really nice to kind of have these streams, because you don't necessarily need to be there live at a certain point to understand what's going on, but yeah, of course, no worries. Hope you have a good rest of your day, Kurenai. Thank you for tuning in the stream. Holocure near Moose May. Actually, don't know what's that last title. I know. The fox mom. I literally, okay, I kid you not, I was like, I bet I was kind of like a lot of people when she did leave, but like, because I woke up, I stayed up until like, it would have been, what, 3 a.m. our time, my time, just to watch the stream. Oh my gosh, I was bawling my eyes out that night. I was so sad. Like, my whole morning, the day after was just so like slumpy and like, really says something about community as well, just how like close of a, I don't want to say, well, I guess I can say it, like close of a bond I guess you make with your talents, not in like a weird way obviously, but like just when they leave it's just so impactful, you know. I'm thinking of getting into more Worlds Beyond next week as well. Thinking of getting into some, what's it called? Finishing up the new story for Kaori, the new rune leader. If you guys are interested in seeing that, feel free to check out the streams. Videos will be up hopefully soon. Hopefully I'll have some time next week to continue doing some editing for that. Edit down the VODs, put them into videos, and upload the video contents and whatnot, so you guys can take a look at the story of Worlds Beyond if you're interested. Because honestly, I love the story. The story, they cooked with that. I'm not gonna lie, they cooked with the story. It's so nice. So I'm really happy to hopefully to share that soon with you guys. Of course, I won't put anything Toonstone right now because it's very early on. What is action? I'm gonna see that game title. Yeah, the Worlds Beyond, I'm telling you, the Worlds Beyond, they cooked with it. I'm not gonna lie. Especially, I mean, I haven't gone through all of Kaori's story yet, but, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but from what I've heard, like, even just from the voice acting is insane. Like, everyone is doing so well. I don't want to hype it up too much because it might be like, oh, look at this, it's so good, and then you actually go through it and you're like, yeah, it's good, but like not that good. Or like it's like I hyping it up too much to the point where it's like you go through it and you're like, eh, right? But still, it's nonetheless it's pretty good. Okay, I'm seeing this this third game, Baron, that you suggested here. I don't know if we can do this, unfortunately, on the channel. I am seeing some more mature NSFW tags. We unfortunately don't do that on the channel here. Try to keep it as safe for work as possible. The most we can do is probably just like yeah, the most we can probably do on the channel is probably just do like what we did with not for broadcast, just because it's sure it's a bit more risque, but it's also just, you know, it's not too out there. I'm not gonna get bonked by YouTube immediately. Yeah, depending on whether it's English or Japanese. Yeah, because I think, isn't the translation for like Abyss, like, or was it Abyss or was it for the Old Blood or Shadow? They used to call it like Vampire or something. Because I have heard that word flying around for the Evolve side of stuff, which is the physical card game. But yeah, I have seen some Worlds Beyond story. I have mentioned this as well on stream, but even though there have been people that played through the story, it's usually just a prologue, and even then, like, I don't see the videos that are up on YouTube and whatnot about the world. There's not much commentary side. It's kind of just non-commentary, which I don't know about you guys, but it's not really my type of video. If there's no like you're interacting with the story but no commentary, because the whole point of me like searching up those videos is because I want to see other people's reactions to it, right? Especially if you know, if the story's like interactive or it's like has these big emotional moments. Yeah, Portal Nemesis, Forest Elf, yep, Rune being Witch. I also know that with the physical TCG as well, they've had some collaborations with VTubers in the past. I know they had a collaboration with Millie Parfait from New Sanji, and then they've also had collabs, I think, with Laplos as well. Laplos Darkness from Hololive. So that's honestly really neat. Although the Laplos stuff is all exclusively just JP, which is kind of unfortunate. They released a like a game, what was it called? Like a playmat. That was a collaboration between Laplos, like Laplos / Hololive and Shadowverse. But like, I couldn't get it because it was JP only. It was just like, really saddening. But unfortunately, I was able to get the Millie Parfait leader card, which is sick for Shadowverse Evolve. So I'm really happy about that. My physical deck. Who knows? Maybe one day once we set up a hand cam setup, maybe we could try something out. I'd show you guys my physical deck, or maybe even just show it in the simulators and whatnot that are out there. Oh, Chloe did Shadowverse stuff? Really? Actually, didn't know that. Oh, no way. Oh, she did. Seems like it's classic, though. Oh, that's cool. Gosh, I need to get back on classic. Seems like Laplos has also done some stuff. I actually got into Shadowverse from VTubers. Back when they did Shadowverse did their buddy system, with Yara, Callie, and Giguk, and who was it? This other person as well. And then later on, they did another buddy system event with some members of Niji as well. But yeah, that was the first one that got me into Callie and Kiara a bit more, but also into Shadowverse officially. I had no idea back then how the game works. So it was like afterwards I just downloaded the game and was like, let's see what this is about. Because I saw the art style and I was immediately just like drawn in with that. I was like, this is so cool. I've never seen a game like this before. We've been on the train ever since. I was just looking for an anime. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the unique selling points of Shadowverse is the fact that you get that kind of anime card art style card game without being too like too on the, I wouldn't say weird end, but too on like too overt about it. Like it's still a card game. It's like it's not like they promote the visuals more than they do the cards, you know, the actual game. Yeah, same here. When like Callie started playing it, when Kiara was playing it as well for that buddy system thing, I was like, oh my goodness, yo, let's go. Also, speaking of speaking of card games, I don't know if you guys have seen the official Hololive OCGs come out, and the fact that Callie has drawn over like just how much boxes has she opened? Like over 100 boxes, and still didn't get a signed card. I know that was a while ago, but like, my goodness, I was considering buying some of the starter sets. But unfortunately they were out of stock everywhere, in my area at least, so kind of unfortunate, but hoping they restock and then be able to save up for that, get at least 2 starter sets, and then combine them together to make something, and then hopefully in the future grab a booster as well whenever they resell those keep selling out, and they, gosh dang, they're so expensive. They're making almost 200 bucks for one booster. That's the size of a Shadowverse Evolved booster, which is insane. That's the only thing holding me back right now. It's like, I dropped, oh gosh, how much was it? Like, I could get 2 Shadowverse boosters for the amount of, for one booster of a Hololive thing. I mean, I get it's the IP, right? Hololive is pretty expensive just because of the name, right? I know that does bump up prices a bunch, but at the same time, I'm like, does it really bump it up that much? Yeah, they do get sold off in seconds. Anytime there's like a concert or anything, bam, it's just gone. You got to be there like before the site opens, and then you gotta like get your details in like all before, get it all prepped, and you can just bam, put everything in. Some good taste in music. Thank you. I try, you know. From the I tried to find some like not copyrighted music that we can use on stream, and NCS is the first thing I think of, because that's a lot of the music I do use in my own like content stuff. Like even in our PV trailer, we've used one of the tracks, the instrumental of course, but honestly they create great music. A lot of independent artists. It's a group. Essentially, it's like a bunch of independent artists making their own music and then posting it on their site. So, honestly, great sound library if you want to make like content, but you don't want to break the bank on music, you know, or like licensing and stuff. Thinking next week we might get back into a little Hololive marathon. We're before, gosh, I can't speak. English is hard. I swear, I always have these kind of moments on stream where I just can't speak English for like a few seconds. Uh, even though it's my first language. But anyhow, I was thinking we get back into maybe the Hololive Marathon stuff that we used to do on the channel. We were supposed to have that for a whole week, but my plans ended up changing before our 1 year, so we're gonna planning maybe head back into that, do some more Hololive reaction content, perhaps doing more. I'm thinking this time around doing more game content. I know there's a bunch of stuff now because Holo Indie is a thing. Sora the oh my gosh, Sora the Troll. Oh my gosh, name mentioned. Oh my gosh, I love his stuff. Oh, I haven't seen him in so long, but seems pretty fun. Yeah, for the Hololive Marathon, we might do some Holocure. We might look into like there was this one. Oh yeah, the Chrono Gear Warden of Time. That I really want to try that. I don't know if the full thing has actually come out yet. I don't know when they're thinking of releasing that, but okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got a release date on Steam actually. The 9th of June, 2020. Wait, 9th of June. Oh wait, no. This is for the demo. Never mind. Never mind. That's for the demo. Oh, neat. Okay, so the full game looks like is coming out on planning to come out on the 12th this year, September. Ooh. Hold up. Okay. Maybe we play the demo before that next week. And then we get into ooh, and then we get into the full game. Oh, that'd be so cool. If you guys haven't seen that, by the way, you should check out oh, shout out here. You should check out Chrono Gear Warden of Time on Steam. A project made under Holo Indie, which is published as part of Holo Indie. It's a if you guys don't know about what's been going on with that, Holo Indie is like the Hololive's like independent game branch ? They basically support independent game creators to make amazing games themed around Hololive talents. So that can be JP or EN, but honestly, I've seen the trailer for this. It is so it's so cool. I want to play it so bad on stream. So maybe we'll schedule that in next week, and then the week after it seems like it's coming out. So it'll be perfect. Oh, you already downloaded it? Yeah. Seems very fun. Yeah. So, okay. So Holo Indie is the yeah, so basically Holo Indie is there to support fans and creators to create more like Hololive fan projects, essentially. Oh, no way. Cool. Ambassador of Holo Indie. Cool. Yeah, that seems like a really fun game. We could try out that next week. I also saw a really neat one called Age of Advent. Game. It came out like 2 years ago, actually. It was pretty fun. A mix mash of what to say? Welcome to the Age of Advent. 4-player minigames based on the members of Hololive Advent. It's really, really fun. We might try that out as well. A bunch of the Holo Indie games would be cool. Do a little marathon. I'm curious if you guys would let me know as well on again, I gotta remember to post this on Twitter. But just let me know if you guys actually might post it now. But let me know if you guys want to see more board game design content on the channel. We might consider doing that as well next week. Get into our own TRPG and kind of tweak things about that as well. Hollow X Break. I've heard about that. Let me search it up actually. Sounds familiar. Ah, this one. Hollow X Break. Okay, yeah. I have heard about that, but I haven't played it before. Yeah, we might consider doing that again. Or that again. We might consider doing that next week. Also, why does the why does the art style remind me of Holocure? Is it made by the same people? Yeah, we might consider playing that next week. It seems pretty neat. Also, what the heck? Why? I just scrolled down to the achievements. Why is that one of the thumbnails for the achievement just a foot? Hello? Hey yo, for free? Why is the... That's crazy. What the heck in... The achievement title is called Hole again. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, we're definitely playing that next week. Oh, made by the creators of Holocure. Okay, yeah. Nice, okay. That'll be fun then. Yeah, the art style definitely, the little intro there seemed very reminiscent of Holocure. I also saw another one as well that I thought was really cute on Steam called Hollow Village Our Cozy Days. Doesn't seem like planned release date seems to be December, but honestly, it's so cute. It's like these little like I don't know if I can show this, but it's like it's so cute. Actually, I need to show this. This is way too cute not to show. See if we can show you guys real quick. And in this second adventures, we're gonna head over to the content screen and we can take a quick look at this. Alrighty, hello, welcome back. All life fan games require Jadon by Soul River. That's funny. Yeah, but it's basically this game that I saw. It's coming out, planned release date at least, on the December 2025. It's so cute. I would love to play this. This seems so nice. See if we can get some audio going here. Kind of hard to see, but okay, let's see what happens with the full screen. The chibis are I can't with the chibis. It's so cute. There's girl. Definitely one of those definitely one of those like cottagecore-y games. Definitely more chill game. Cute stuff, my only weakness. Yeah, I know, right? This is like as soon as I saw this, the opening thing was just this happening right here. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I need this. I need this in my life right now. Like all of Advent. All of Advent, we got some seems like we had some ENJP members as well. There's Ina. We got some JP members here. You can Yo, you can go to, oh my god, KFP? That's crazy. Yeah, so neat, so neat. Might consider taking a look at that when it comes out. If not just in video form, you know? Alrighty. I'm actually curious, what other games can we take a look at in our Hollow Marathon? So we got... Okay, I think that should be enough then to fill stream. And then let's go, we have one more slot open. I'm wondering, because I would want to get back on doing the actual board game design stuff, but the actual designing of our board game, slash I guess it's a tabletop role playing game, but Hollow Council RPG. I actually don't know what that would be, but I have played Idle Showdown before. That could be something we could look into. I'm not the best when it comes to fighting games, but you know, we can try. I wonder, actually, does that have controller support? Because that actually might help a lot. I'm assuming it should, but I don't know. Oh wait, no, I remember testing it with my controller. I don't think it works with my controller. Ugh, that kind of sucks. Even though it does have controller support, partial seems. Did they add new characters? Oh, no way. Would I main an Idle Showdown? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't remember who's actually on the roster here. I might actually boot it up right now. Let's see. Oh. Okay, hold on. Launching. I'm gonna boot it up right now just to remind myself who's on the roster here. Okay, so let's see. Who would I main here? Probably. Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I actually didn't see her on the roster before. Honestly, out of all the ones, maybe Ina, I would say. Ina, it's between Ina or Ollie maybe. But when we do play that, I might actually just test out all of them because I don't really remember too much about how that game worked. Yeah, we definitely have enough there. But I'm just wondering for the board game stuff. I'm like, I want to, if we do a design stuff, I want to like actually design the game. So I'm like considering whether or not to. If we're at the point where we can actually design physical things. I wonder, oh, you know what we could do actually? Because we have the game system down, we could actually just try and design a character sheet. Oh, that could be cool. Ooh. Character sheet for that would be cool. Try to design, hook it up in Roll20 could be neat as well. Interesting stuff, and then put it into GM Binder as well, and then work on the core rulebook. Okay, okay. I like that. I like the sound of that. Okay, probably do that then. The later half of the week will probably be more chill content. Not Hero Sword for me because I love them. Yeah, that's fair. I know like some of them do they're more talents, but some of them appear as like support characters. I remember. I think I remember one of them being Fauna. So that's honestly nice. I like how they kind of split it off between support characters and like your main character. Kind of neat. Alrighty, inventors. Let's see here. So I think we almost have the stream locked in here for next week. The schedule. We're gonna start off with some Nier, and then look at Worlds Beyond, Hololive Marathon stuff with the Holo Indie games, game design. Maybe close it out with some Minecraft, and then that'll be it for the rest of the week. Yeah, no problem. Sorry I kept you up for so long. But take this time to have a good rest. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, you can always tune into the VODs afterwards if you're interested in the Worlds Beyond story. Feel free to take a look as well on the VODs. But yeah, it was nice having you here. Nice chatting. Yeah, I think that is our schedule for the week. I think that's good stuff. So we're looking at 31st, looking at some Nier Automata. First, looking at some Worlds Beyond, finishing up that story, potentially doing some Ladder and Roach. Want to shout out a VTuber? Okay. If you, I'm just gonna remind, if you want to, you can put it into the forum, the VTuber shoutout form, and then I could take a look at it. Fortunately, I don't accept shoutouts from the chat here, but if you put it into the forum, I'd be more than glad to shout them out. Perhaps, yeah, we're streaming tomorrow. Perhaps tomorrow the stream could be nice. So first, we're looking at Worlds Beyond story, doing some Roach and Ladder. Well, learning Roach. Also, you guys, since the last time we drew Jerry, we're gonna try to do a little Jerry challenge ? Or at least try it in a deck. Try to build a deck around it. And then we have our Hololive Marathon the day after on the 2nd. 3rd is WBC Realms. 4th is looking to be maybe some Minecraft, some chill gaming, and then 5th and 6th we're offline. That sounds okay. Yeah, I think that sounds okay for now. We might change on the ooh, actually, we might change the Thursday. Okay, just in case, because I don't know if we'll be. Actually, hold up. No, okay, never mind. No, this should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, cool. That looks like our schedule locked in then for next week. I'll start the stuff for that. Also, I will say we are coming up to time here. We're gonna almost end the stream in a little bit. I just realized as well. I didn't say this, but for those of you in chat, feel free to take a little hydration break as well. To get water in you. No, I need my hydration. Speaking this chatting up storm. Oh man, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream live here. It's always nice to have someone here. I'm here chatting to chat with. I saw recently as well that Ludwig actually posted a video where he talked about his experience streaming to zero people. It is definitely something. When you're starting off and there's like no one watching you, you gotta be comfortable with just talking to the void, you know. It definitely helps if you're like me and you're a yapper and you just kind of just yap about stuff. Sometimes mindlessly to the point where like after the stream you're like kind of just forget about what happened. I feel like there's a lot of us streamers, it's like for VTubers in general, just we yap and we say stuff and then things get clipped out of context or something happens and then like people refer back to it and you're like, did I say that? But you don't remember because like your brain's on autopilot, you know. Alrighty. Okay, I think that's looking good. Looking good for the yeah. Looking good for next time. Alrighty. Alrighty, inventors. We'll go ahead and transition then to our last bit of the stream before we call it a day. There are VTuber shoutouts, so let's get that started. I'm gonna turn this down. So again, if you don't know what VTuber shoutouts are, it's a little segment that we do at the end of the stream. Let me just pause this real quick. Timer. Okay. It's a little segment that we do at the end of our streams. Kind of give it back to our the community as a whole, the VTuber community. Since I can't do any like art stuff, I can't do any things like that. My way of giving back is just to give it a little shout out to those creators, big or small, again, corporate or not. If you are a VTuber or know anyone who is a VTuber that you'd like to shout out at the end of my streams live here, as well as on my socials, that is Twitter and YouTube, feel free to submit to the VTuber shoutouts form. For those of you on YouTube, it's down below in the description. For those of you on Twitch, it's on my banner like about page. So feel free to take a look at that and submit the form. It shouldn't take too long, only like 5-10 minutes. But otherwise, if you do submit to that form, I will go ahead and shout those out first before I move on to my own personal list that we have today. So that being said, I was thinking this would be fitting for. I've been kind of putting lots off for a couple of days, but I think we might as well. But I was gonna say, since we were trying to get some editing stuff done, we didn't really get much editing stuff done. But hey, it is what it is. I'd much rather chat with you guys than to kind of mindlessly work and not do anything really for the stream other than just stay silent. Not really good for you know, as myself as a streamer to kind of stay silent like this, not really say too much. But right now, we're gonna shout out our VTuber for today. Someone who I actually met at a little meet and greet in Anime North this year. The one and only Pippa from shoot, Pipkin, right? Pipkin Pippa from Face Connect. Had the honor of meeting her at one of the meet and greets at Anime North this year. Gave me some tips actually on how to grow our channel a little bit. Big thing was shorts content, so we're definitely gonna get into that as soon as possible. Of course, I'm gonna probably be editing that off stream because again, we found out this stream that editing doesn't really work too well with at least on stream editing that is. But yeah, it looks like Pippa has a stream tonight at 9. I don't know what this is about, but apparently she's gonna be doing some biking. If you bike in the game, you bike in real life. What is this? riding a bike and exercise bike in real life to make myself move in game as well. Oh, interesting. Interesting stuff. That could honestly be pretty fun. Honestly, pretty fun. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and shout out Pippa here. So those of you on Twitch, this is her, and those of you on YouTube as well. I'll send in the links everywhere. Feel free to check out her at the today. For those of you on Twitch, we stay tuned. We will also be rating someone. Otherwise, those of you on YouTube, feel free to head on over to Pippa's channel, do some stuff she's been doing. Let's see on the Twitch side. Let's go ahead and raid someone who is doing just chatting that we wanna talk with here. Gonna want to raid. Preferably someone with lower stream counts, I would say. Let's see. Finding someone to raid here. I wonder if there's anybody. Essentially. Hold up. I'm wondering if. Because tomorrow we're doing some Nikkei stuff. I'm wondering if there's anybody playing Nikkei right now. So we could potentially raid here. Also a VTuber. It seems like only one person right now. Massive plot just dropped. Ooh. Okay, I'm assuming this is the new stuff. Okay, maybe I'll raid them tomorrow. But for now, search it up here.
Command strip ads? Do we need ads for command strips? We know what they do, right? We all know what command strips do, right?
Okay,
No one
looks
buys
like
any other brand.
we're
I bought an off-brand command strip once, and I will never do it again because all the
sorry, Twitch folks, this is taking me a while. But I don't think Pippa actually has a Twitch from what I can gather. Seems he only has a Twitter and a Discord, and then a Reddit channel. All right, I need to get better at rating people because I'm not I am not used to this. Let's see if I find anyone I recognize here. I wonder if any of my streamer friends are live right now. I probably should take a look here. Okay, we could potentially raid Scarlet again. And just pop in and say hi. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Of course, feel free to check out Pippa as well for today's VTuber shoutout. We'll post everything onto the Twitter and everything like that, YouTube as well after the stream. One last reminder again, if you are a VTuber or are anyone who if you know anybody who is a VTuber, feel free to submit to that form. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes, and it's my little way of giving back to the community. So appreciate all that you guys can do for that. Otherwise, that'll be all for today, inventors. I'm gonna go and make myself some dinner, and I have a meeting later tonight for some other things, other IRL things. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Let's go get. I can't speak. Oh my goodness. What? Why does this keep happening? Anyway, we're gonna go raid Scarlet right after this. Go on over, raiders, to the Twitch side. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to just raid. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough to raid on YouTube just yet. That's kind of sad. I wish I could do that, but unfortunately, I can't. Hopefully, in the future, though, once we get enough people watching the channel, which if you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe. Would greatly appreciate that on the YouTube and on the the Twitch and whatnot. Anyhow, until then, take care, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this little chat stream. This working chat stream. I will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Same time as we started this. 3 p.m. EST. For that's what 3 p.m. 12 p.m. PST, I think it is. For some Nikkei Goddess of Victory. We're gonna see how Rappy did. Hopefully she's survived. All right, see you guys. Bye bye.